Anna, you're back at the Fly playing for Swift for the third year in a row. How does that feel?
It's a massive honour and I can't wait to get going. I think it's super exciting. Through my experience of playing sixes over the last couple of years, I've seen the game grow so drastically. And I think it's so exciting to see so many people getting involved and seeing how lacrosse has just embodied this fast paced game so quickly. And I just can't wait to show everyone and play with loads of different people again. So, very excited.
You've also been chosen as a Swift team icon for 2023, which means that you're someone who embodies everything a Sixers player should be. Why do you think you've taken to the Sixers game so well? What do you enjoy about it?
So obviously it was a massive honour to be chosen as the Swift icon this year. And I think through my experiences over the last couple of years, doing home in sixes a couple of years ago and the fly the last 2 years, I also recently had the opportunity of going to Canada to play against USA, Canada, Haudenosaunee, some of the best teams in the world at sixes. I think I have a slight experience that some people may not have, but I think everyone, whoever has the opportunity to play in the fly, will learn so quickly. And I think it's a great game that you just learn so much from people both on and off the pitches. And I think being a midi, it definitely helps from being able to play in attack and defence. But it's just, I think I love the quick pace. You can't dwell on any mistakes during the game because there's no stopping. So I think it's just keep going. And I just love the fast pace and dynamic movement of the game.
And you mentioned there that you got to play at the World Lacrosse Super Sixes event last year. How did you find that tournament as a whole? Obviously, playing against some really top quality opposition.
The experience was unreal, and I think I learned such a huge amount there. I think playing against some of the best people in the world, firstly, was an incredible experience, but I think you just become such a mature player so quickly because these people have been playing since the age of maybe 2, 3, and the new sixes rules though, we're all in the same camp. Like everyone's doing it for the first few times, and I think each game as a team we just got better and better, and it was so cool to see how we just developed as a team. And playing with players like Megan Whittle and some of the best people in England was just such an honour.
And just back onto the fly now, you've obviously tasted the highs of becoming a fly champion in 2021 when Swift beat Forge, and then sort of the not so highs last year when you finished fourth. What do you think it takes to win the fly? Were there any marked differences between the first year and the second year? What do you think?
I think obviously we learned a lot from the first year, and I think everyone, whether that's a player or a coach, you learn that I think everything that happens on the pitch is something different every time. There's no continuity, and I think you have to be creative both as a player on the pitch, a coach. I mean, I'm so excited to have Karina again as my coach. She's definitely out there to win, and she gave me a massive opportunity as I was the youngest player in first year, and I still got so much game time, and I can't wait to have her again as to test out more creativity. I think the difference was there wasn't anything drastically. I think we were all just finding our feet. We had different teams, and the result of coming fourth obviously it was a bit tough to take, but we learnt so much throughout the weekend, and I just can't wait to hit this fly 2023 running and just take it as it comes. I think that's the best thing you can do. You see your team that comes with you, and yeah, just go out all guns blazing.
At the minute, you're the only Swift player that's been announced for 2023. There's obviously going to be a few more player announcements over the coming months. But what sort of players are you hoping will join you in the Swift team? What does it take to be a successful Sixers player?
I think being a successful Sixers player, you just have to be ready for anything to be thrown at you. But I think especially in the last 6 months, I've realised that the game has grown so much in regards to physicality and aggressiveness. You definitely need to play to the umpires' rules, but I think definitely coming back from Canada, almost anything goes. And there's a fine line between being aggressive and fouling, because with the new Sixers rules, um, they get their 30. If there's a foul being called, they get their they get their advantage, and then off that advantage they will get an additional 30 seconds, which can be the decision between two goals. So I think you go out there being aggressive and playing your game. I think a quick ball movement works well. I'm obviously hoping to see some of my Swift teammates again. The likes of Laura Merrifield was such an honour to play with, and I think I hope to play like her when I'm older. And she's obviously someone who captained England for many years and is a massive inspiration to so many. But honestly, anyone who I've played with before has been such a treat, and I hope I see a lot of them again on Team Swift.
And just finally, I'm wondering, how do you prepare for the fly with there not being so many opportunities to play the sixes format through the year? Obviously, you've probably played a little bit more than most in the sixes format, and there's things like the Book Sixes event for people who are at university. But yeah, how do you prepare and practice those sixes specific skills in the build up to the fly?
I think it's just constantly having a stick in your hand. I think the new sixes rules, with defence being able to be a lot more aggressive and go for more checks, I think stick work is really key. Being able to bring your stick in tight and take shots which you don't think are imaginable sometimes in the tens game is definitely, that's a massive change. I think keeping up fitness. I'm lucky enough to be at university with some other people who play sixes, so just training, keeping motivated. I also feel very lucky we've got Mike Molster currently coming to Exeter, so having him on board, and I know he won't stop the training, so it's go go go. But I think it's just checking in with your teammates and motivating each other throughout, because at the end of the day, this sixes tournament, the fly, it's, as I just said, it's just getting bigger and bigger, and it's something that's a massive honour to be a part of. So I want to go out there with my best foot forward and show the other teams what we can do as Team Swift.